Hello everyone, this short video is a companion video to an article I have on my website at notesintheleftmargin.com, and the article is called Promoting Optimism. The glass is half full, and in this case I refer not to the optimism of other people or encouraging them to be optimistic. I am talking about personal optimism. The way you approach a given situation, especially when you realize what motivates some of your reactions to a given situation. And the article goes into more detail, and it is a live article, so it may be expanded in the future. But this was prompted by an event. A few days ago, I was in a local shopping mall, and I used an electric wheelchair, and of course, a little masochistic voice in my head went, "Hey, it's Boxing Day. Let's go see what we can get." Well, of course the mall was packed out, and good old Patrick decided, nothing on this level of the mall, let's go to another floor. And as I was getting in the elevator, someone pressed the door close button, and the door dutifully started to close alright, and hit my chair. Now, everything about an electric chair is expensive, but when you go for something that is not standard equipment, that's even more expensive. In my case, all the devices that I use, like scooters and wheelchairs, now I insist they have headlights. I'm sorry, but if you're going to be out in public, since most devices are darkly colored, reflectors are not enough. So I insist that my wheelchairs have headlights, and in my case I paid for them myself. But that's somewhat beside the point. Anyway, the door hit the front headlight just in the wrong way, and it didn't snap it off, but it didn't do it any favors. Now, no one else in the elevator recognized what had happened. They recognized that the door tried to close on me, and they were apologetic. When someone pressed the door close button, I don't think they were even looking up. They were kind of in autopilot. And at that moment, I was kind of going, maybe that light just got, misaligned. A simple twist when I'm back home would fix it. And I decided, rather than get mad, I would look at the sincerity everybody was feeling. And I went with it, right? And that brings up a key point. You are always in control of your reaction to an event. Give you an example, and the article on the website touches on this. Let's say you get a call from a dear friend that you haven't seen in years. Well, of course you're excited. And, you make arrangements to meet up with them. But the key thing is, you're not really excited about the friend calling. What's got you excited is your interpretation of the phone call and your decided reaction to it. Okay? That's a critical point because it puts you in the driver's seat and allows you to manipulate not events, but you can decide what to do in this event and especially in challenging events. Let's say you get a phone call from a bill collector, which is normally not the top of your chart. It's not the thing you look forward to. But rather than getting angry, or you can get angry, but realize that most of your reaction is due to your interpretation of the situation and what you think is appropriate for that situation. Kind of like the pre-written script. And what I'm saying here is that you can rewrite the script on the fly. Same with political correctness. Now, it's a good thing that people are trying to be much more sensitive to those around them. But we are overemphasizing the word, as though by changing the words used to describe a situation or persons, that will make everything somewhat better. It's the value you place on the words that we must look at. Indeed, it's why are we placing those values in on the words, right? It's not the word. So there is no such thing really as being politically correct, because it's not the word or the language, it's the message contained in the whole. And these are the points that the article wants you to focus on, is that to consider that you are always in full control of how you interpret things. And it is much better to understand your interpretation process and tweak it where necessary. Think of the abilities that gives you. That means if you meet some person somewhere who is just an unmitigated jerk, and they decide it's their day to go off on you, rather than focusing on what they're saying, look at the message and consider it. And if it is just being mean, step back mentally and throw it out. Throw out your reaction to it, and if you wish, take a moment to consider why you're feeling what you're feeling. It's a very empowering thing, and what I really want to get across is that these skills are nothing trendy. These skills are part of knowing yourself. And that, I think, is a big gift to know, to really understand. And for me, that's one of the tools I use to maintain a positive outlook. Right? Because I realize that it's all about A, the interpretation of a given event, and B, understanding why you're reacting that way, and C, changing the reaction through deeper understanding of the given event. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for this short video. And it's New Year's Eve. Tomorrow's going to be 2025. So I wish everybody everywhere a great new year, and may your fun and exploration continue. If you have hardship, may you have the presence of mind to deal with manageable chunks when possible. I know that's always not in the ability range, because sometimes Mother Nature goes, here's a whole load, but know that it's part of being human. And please, if you need assistance, call a friend, call a professional. Don't be nasty to yourself. Anyway, that's the end of my New Year's little blurb. And if you want to know more, go read the article. By the way, it's kind of a live article at this point, because I had some issues with writing it, and so it's really a live document, so it will evolve based on people's input. You can find the article on my website, notes in the left margin. That's notes in the left margin. And the article is, one moment please, I got so into what I was talking about I forgot about the article's name. Promoting Optimism. The glass is half full. So you can either write me a note on YouTube, if that's where you see this video, or leave a comment on the website. I respond to everything and I read everything. Have a great new year, everybody. My name is Patrick Clark, and for the final time, my website is notes in the left margin. Bye bye for now.